Bayonet Charge in 5 minutes. Bayonet Charge is another war poem that we see here, another one set in what appears to be the First World War. It's never completely stated, but tells the story of a man who's gone over the top, as they used to call it, into no man's land. It is charging at the enemy. Now, the fact it's specified that it's a bayonet charge and he has a bayonet with him reminds us of the possible intimacy of battle. Even though he's being shot at here, in the end, he's chasing with a bayonet, something that you'd have to kill someone face to face with. This is particularly scary and intimidating, I would think. So in the first stanza, what do we get? We get this idea of him running across a field and struggling, stumbling across a field of clods, lugging a rifle numb as a smashed arm, an image that kind of suggests the uselessness of what should be his lifeline. A little bit like arms are. Arms are a limb. The rifle should be like a limb to him, an essential part of him. But it's useless. So, as he goes through, he really is struggling. His sweat is heavy. His khaki is roaring, it seems there. It's revealed that the patriotic tear that had brimmed in his eye tells us essentially the reasons he joined up in the first place. He apparently joined up for this very stereotypical reason that he wanted to fight for king and country, but that tear has turned into molten iron in the middle of his chest. He has gone from a man essentially to a machine. Now, the second stanza is much more confusing here. It paints an image, first of all, of the cold clockwork of the stars and the nations. It's a picture of essentially an uncaring universe that's around him. And he seems to be questioning what his role is within this situation, this universe that doesn't care. He ends up running, it says, like a man who's jumped up in the dark and runs, listening between his footfalls for the reason of his still running. Again, even the way that's written suggests the confusion that he has, the constant repetition there. And as he keeps thinking about it with his foot hanging like statue in mid-stride, what we then get is an interruption. Okay? War interrupts him, interrupts his thoughts. You notice that the first and last stanzas are 8 lines. This one's only 7, and it's cut in the middle, as though it should have been a full stanza but was cut in half. And what do we get that interrupts his thought? We get this yellow hair, this hair that clearly is only yellow because it is on fire. It rolls like a flame. It crawls in a thrashing circle. Its mouth is wide open, silent. Its eyes are standing out. This is a picture of horror. And he's used nature rather than humans, it being a hair that comes up. Essentially, we could well be thinking the picture is of war as unnatural in what's going on. However, he plunges past. We've seen that word in other poems. He plunges past. He has no time to stop. And he heads for the green hedge. Now, this brings us back to nature, the idea that earlier on, it was suggested that the green hedge dazzled with rifle fire. It was as though nature is attacking him. And this is what he seems to be attacking down the bottom here with the green hedge. But most importantly, he's at a stage where king, honour, human dignity all become like luxuries that he drops. So the motivations for joining up, king and honour, but even his dignity, human dignity, becomes a luxury in war. His basic dignity. As he goes along, and this is what he has become. His terror's touchy dynamite. He has become terror. to explode at the slightest provocation.